Haba-haba nung hearing na yun, di ba? What happened? Wala rin. All that happened was, the wicked got punished, the wicked got rewarded. Halos lahat na nag-kidnap kay Jun Losada, yung mga nagkunsyaba ron, they were all rewarded with something. Samantalang si Jun Losada, siya pang kinasuhan ng kung saan-saan sa korte. So, there's a cynicism about things like those because wala nga nangyayari. We need something to happen this time around. And remember, si Corona, it's just the beginning. The real target of this is the person behind him. Di ba? Parang we've still got a long way to go.
Sa tingin niyo po, posible po bang ihiwalay itong Corona Royo?
I don't think so. Crowning glory talaga ng infamy. Corona and Gloria, sabi mo sa Corona, the crowning glory of infamy.
Yes, sister.
Yeah, I don't think that can be separated kasi one reason why he should not be Chief Justice is because wala rin siyang delikadesa na tinanggap yung wala rin delikadesa ng pag-appoint sa kanya as yun na very clear naman ang Constitution kailan at na hindi na dapat mag-appoint. So yun ang umpisa nun. So I cannot imagine na hindi ito makokonect kay GMA, no?
Pag-usapan naman natin yung mga senator judges natin. Conrad, nangyari nga last week, there was a threat na talagang kinakausap for 100 million ang ating mga senator judges. Sa tingin mo ba nasisindak ang mga senador dito?
I don't think so. Kaya nga sabi ko dun sa isang kulong ko, kung by following that logic na babayaran ni Pinoy yung mga senators ng 100 million para bumoto against the TRO, since bumoto sila for the TRO, ibig sabihin, nabayaran yung mga senators ni Gloria.
Ay, nako.
Sir Conrad, sabi niyo po na frustrate na kayo with how this trial has been progressing. Medyo mabagal. How about po the way the senator judges are conducting this? What can you say about it?
Well, I bigyan naman natin benefit of the doubt. Marami naman talaga dyan, matitino talaga. But I suspect too that political considerations are also foremost in their minds. Marami dyan tatakbo next year. So, wala silang talo actually the longer it goes. Pero, ang frustration ko lang has to do nga with what I said earlier on. Lahat naman sila sinasabi na start were all after truth. Yeah. And suddenly they become very, very legalistic and put all sorts of roadblocks. And even though, yun nga, some people I didn't expect to agree to the TRO. Which really surprised me. Parang the original premises have been lost.
But how about, sir, puntahan natin yung prosecution. How do you evaluate the performance of our prosecution?
Badly. They haven't exactly been the sharpest people in the world. Pero on the other hand naman, the general thrust of showing na siguro, kasi ang dami nga pinagbawal sa kanila, hindi nila tinanggal yung 2.4 that proves na si ill-gotten wealth. Tinanggal yung dollar accounts. Tinanggal maraming di ba? Considering all those things na they're being pushed back again and again legally, okay na rin naman siguro.
And there is a saying, God can write straight with crooked lines. That's what my comment.
Nasa sa inyo na po kung paano nyo interpret yun. Sister, there have been repeated calls for the Chief Justice to take a leave of absence or to resign.
Yes.
Sa tingin nyo po ba nararapat ito?
Yes, I think that would put, at least for me, I would respect him more if he would do that, no? Kasi yun nga sinasabi ko, yung German president, no? Ngayon, alam niyo naman sa periodiko, wala mang pag-proof, it's just a suspicion na meron siyang shady dealings with businessmen, ganyan. O sabi niya, parang nawawalan ng trust sa akin ang mga tao at I cannot function if the people do not trust in me, so I'll resign. Wow, hindi ba, don't you admire that person? So I think that Chief Justice, if he does that, would be something, an act that would merit people respecting him, I think.
Pero nung una po ang banggit ng mga tao, tapusin ang impeachment, buuhin natin yung proseso. Ngayon naman, yun nga, the calls are for resignation.
Kasi iba yung basta tinapos mo na, so nagtapos. Kasi yung pag-resign ni Chief Justice, hindi naman yung pagpuputo ng gano'n, but it's magkusa sa kanya, di ba? Ang ibig natin sabihin na wag na putulin yung ano, na parang technicality or by I don't know what. Pero yung iba naman yung matatapos ang impeachment because he himself resigned. That's quite a different thing than just short-circuiting the process.
Sa tingin niyo po ba, it's an admission of guilt if he resigns?
I don't think so. Kagaya ng presidente ng Germany, he did not say he was guilty. He just said that I feel at this point that the people are really losing their trust in me, and I cannot function if they do not fully trust me. So I resign. Nobody is telling him that he is guilty. No, he is not admitting that he is guilty, and that's why it's a very respectable decision.
Kayo po, Mr. De Quiros, do you think the Chief Justice should resign? Pag resignation po, parang mas maraming hindi masasagot na
Actually,
katanungan.
ang tingin ko dyan, that's the clearest proof really na si Corona is really beholden to Gloria. The fact that he isn't resigning. Kasi alam naman niya, he can no longer function as Chief Justice. After this talaga, ang baba ng tingin sa'yo ng lahat ng tao, how can you go on and be Chief Justice? And the only reason I can think of why he clings to this, yung ayaw niya mag-resign, yung pakapalan, is because he's protecting somebody. Which is kasi the longer this one takes, the harder it will be to prosecute si Gloria. And pag na-acquit siya, even harder to prosecute Kung sa chess, there is such a thing as sacrifice the queen. In this case, I think it's sacrifice the king.
Pero in that respect, sa tingin nyo, kapag matanggal po ang Chief Justice or mag-resign po siya, judicial reforms will come?
It can be the start of it. It won't happen at once.
It's not automatic.
Nandun talagang binubitrap ni Gloria in Supreme Court. The justices talaga, her appointees are still there. And it will take time. They have to grow old and die first. or resign naman.
Sister, kayo po sa tingin nyo, yung nakatutok po yung mata ng taong bayan dito sa nagaganap na paglilitis at maging yung pamahalaan nakatutok din po dito. Sa tingin nyo po, nagagawa pa rin ba ng pamahalaan ng trabaho nito na pagsilbihan ng taong bayan despite the trial?
I suppose so. Kasi iba-iba naman ng mga department heads, ganun-ganun naman. Hindi naman parang isang tao ang gumagawa ng lahat. Well, sa ibang usapin na lang yun, kung I am pleased with everything that's happening, that's another thing, no? Di ba? Pero iba naman yung usapan.
In that respect, sister, pag pupunta po kayo sa mga komunidad, ano po yung mga major questions na natatanong ng mga tao ukol sa impeachment?
Ayun na nga, ano ba yung katotohanan? Bakit ba sila focusing sa hindi naman importante? Bakit ba napakakulit nila? Bakit ba? Ganun ang mga tinatanong. Bakit hindi sila pumunta doon sa heart of the matter na ano ba? Pwede pa bang maglingkod si Chief Justice? Na-impatient na rin. And of course, yung mga ordinary people, kuminsan, wala na pang pakialam na lang dyan. Kasi nga, parang wala ngang nangyayari, di ba?
So halimbawa po yung question ngayon ng dollar accounts ng Chief Justice, would you think na immaterial na ito at puntahan na yung susunod na artikulo?
Oo, kung wala lang yung issue na nag-TRO, no? Siguro, yung peso account na lang, makakapagpatunay na doon na ang dami niyang pera. Kung ito naman ang kanyang sweldo, yan, 60,000 ba yun? Parang hindi mo na ma-explain kung saan ang galing lahat yung pera na yan. Ang dami-daming dahilan. Ito inheritance ng asawa, ito ay nanalo sa ganito. Ibig sabihin, doon pa lang makikita mo na, no? Doon pa lang makikita mo na hindi lahat ay na i-declare. So, even on that point lang siguro sa akin, impeachable na. Diba? Only lang, I'm against that TRO and I am against yung boto ng Senado to obey. Kaya, yun ang doon. Pero, sa katunayan, sa ngayon na lang, nakikita mo na talaga. Diba?
Mr. De Quiros, kanina po ay pinag-uusapan natin while we were off-cam, itong konsepto ng accountability sa ibang bansa. Nabigay niyo pong example, yung Estados Unidos, napaka-mature po ng kanilang sistema. Sa tingin mo po, mararating ba natin ito, tayong mga Pilipino?
Yung discussion, I think, I brought it up in the context of why I believe na yung people power supplements or complements rather than contradicts yung representative democracy. Ang sinasabi ko, in other countries kasi, representative democracy, it's really may inelect kang mga tao sa gobyerno, may mga na-appoint na official sa gobyerno, and therefore they're the ones who run government. Pero hindi nawawala yung taong bayan. Yung sa pang-araw-araw na papatakbo ng gobyerno, nakaka-participate yung taong bayan because of the cultural, yung political culture nila. For instance, when you say taxpayers' money sa US, maparatangan ka lang na nagnakaw ng konting taxpayers' money. Nagagalit yung taong bayan and government itself has to act on it. Pag sinabi mo, I'll write my congressman, na talagang dun, magugulantang yung congressman mo. So, dito, magsulat ka 100 times sa congressman mo, pagtatawanan ka pa rin. All these things sa pang-araw-araw nakakapag-participate. It's the culture itself. Kaya in places like mga Asian countries, Japan, Korea, sa buong kahihiyan yung official, maparatangan ka lang ng konti na magnanakaw ka o may ginawa kang katiwalian, papakamatay ka na.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you, sir. The hearing has
no
begun
problem.
again. Maraming salamat po, Mr. De Quiros and Sister Mary June. Panoorin po natin ang pagpapatuloy ng impeachment trial ni Chief
It's
Justice
not an
Corona.
absolute presumption. It's a presumption, but even its applicability
Thank you. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you,
but
sister.
be that
Sa kasalukuyan po ay naghahanda na ulit ang mga senador at may nagaganap na press conference po ang prosecution ngayon. Malapit na pong magsimula ang hearing. Pumasok na si Justice Cuevas at ang defense.
Alright, inaantabayanan nga natin itong pagpapatuloy ng hearing, Gio, bago nag-break, nakaupo itong sa witness stand at kinwestiyon ni Presiding Officer Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile tungkol sa naganap na audit nitong Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas at ng Anti-Money Laundering Council. At kinumpirma nitong si Mr. Pascual Garcia itong pag-audit dito sa particular branch nila, itong PS Bank Katipunan branch, ay in-audit itong isa sa mga accounts ng Chief Justice.
So na parang napasok yata na isa siyang PEP, no, na person of politically exposed person. Sorry, yan, tama ka. At tila nagkakaroon ng mga tanong ukol doon sa paglabas talaga at pag-transfer ng documents. Sapagkat sinabi kanina ng representante ng PS Bank na paglabas po ng AMLA ay sinumiti na sa central office, no, yung dokumento ni Chief Justice, yung accounts niya. At kanina nasabi rin naman ni Miss Johnson na after the banal inquiry, sinabit ang mga dokumento. Balikan po natin ang Senado.
Mr. President, yes. Before we end by examination, I would like to ask
Joker.
the last question from the Bank President. During that audit that we were discussing by the Bangko Sentral and AMLA on the PS Bank, including your Katipunan branch, you said that you submitted certain records bearing on the bank accounts of the respondent, Chief Justice Renato Corona, to this team of Bangko Sentral and AMLA during their audit between the months of September and November of 2010. Can you please make an inventory for the court of the documents from the Philippine Savings Bank related to the bank accounts of the respondent Chief Justice Renato Corona that were submitted, shown, and examined by the audit team of Bangko Sentral and AMLA.